Number 10 MJF to Alberto Del Rio.
Alberto Del Rio is a controversial figure in professional wrestling and is someone that a lot of people have zero respect for, and MJF let him know that he feels the same way. After being compared to Del Rio on social media, the A-star took the time to share his thoughts on the former WWE champion. He tweeted out that Del Rio is an abuser, a bad promo, a poser, a drug addict, and an overrated wrestler. He held nothing back with his feelings, and that is something that certainly got the wrestling community talking at the time. Number 9 Mustafa Ali to Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman is no stranger to controversy on social media, as his comments on Twitter can often end up annoying people. An example of that came when he decided to mock flippy floppy wrestlers when trying to promote his super heavyweight match against Omos. This led to him getting plenty of heat on social media, and some of that came from his fellow professional wrestlers. One of those was Mustafa Ali, who simply asked Strowman for tips on how to get fired, alluding to the fact that Strowman had previously been cut by WWE. Number 8 CM Punk to Chris Jericho. A very recent example of a wrestler blasting another on social media came when CM Punk took to Instagram to reveal further details on what happened with his fallout. He opened up on backstage secrets by revealing the booking decisions that Jon Moxley wanted to make, admitting he thought they were terrible. However, while he wasn't exactly polite about Moxley, it was Chris Jericho he blasted the most. Punk simply called him a liar and a stooge, holding nothing back, as he made it clear that he doesn't like the wrestling veteran. Number 7 Corey Graves to CM Punk. While CM Punk isn't known for holding back his opinions at times, he has also been on the receiving end of a social media blasting, as WWE commentator Corey Graves once took to Twitter to give his thoughts on Punk. He admitted it was with sadness that he wrote it out, explaining how Punk had abandoned those who stood by him after his WWE career. Graves revealed that Punk was there to hold his child before he did because he was on the road at the time, showing the respect they had. However, Graves made it clear he wasn't impressed by Punk turning his back on those who had stood by him previously. Number 6 Saraya to Kane. Kane is a well-respected professional wrestler, but when it comes to his political career, the WWE Hall of Famer has certainly caused quite a stir at times. His beliefs often don't meet what others think, and that is something that led to Saraya calling him out at one point. After Kane made it clear he supported the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade, Saraya made it clear that it was his worst take to date. She stated that she had previously sung his praises to people, but it was clear that her feelings had changed with this. Number 5 Matt Riddle to Goldberg. Matt Riddle is someone who isn't shy about sharing his opinions on people in the wrestling industry, even those who are respected legends. That has led to him being in hot water previously, which was the case when he decided to share his feelings about Goldberg on social media. The former UFC star blasted Goldberg for his performance against The Undertaker, holding nothing back about his thoughts on his in-ring skills, which ended up getting him plenty of heat with other legends. Number 4 Ric Flair to Becky Lynch. Trademarks and the rights to certain names and nicknames are important factors in professional wrestling, and that was something that Ric Flair was particularly hot about. When Becky Lynch began calling herself the Man, the Nature Boy took to Twitter and began blasting her. The two-time WWE Hall of Famer would make it clear he thought Lynch had no drip and claimed that he was the only person who could use the nickname. However, Flair did end up deleting his tweets and seemed to backtrack on the situation completely later on. Number 3 Eddie Kingston to MJF. Eddie Kingston has since taken down his Twitter account due to not being happy with the abuse that Riho has received from fans. However, in the past he has taken shots at MJF, blasting the amount of television time that he has given on it. Kingston has never held back his thoughts on MJF, making it crystal clear he doesn't think that he deserves the opportunities that are handed to him, which is something that some fans have agreed with at times. Number 2 Becky Lynch to Chris Jericho. Becky Lynch is brilliant on social media, being incredibly quick-witted, and always ready to take shots at anybody who finds themselves in a position to receive it. That is what Chris Jericho found out when he tried to take a shot at her concussion after Nia Jax punched Lynch in the face. Lynch made it clear she got a bloody nose from Jax, but then took a shot at Jericho afterward. That's because she claimed that the concussion came from listening to Jericho's newest album. Number 1 Seth Rollins to Will Ospreay. One of the most well-known examples of a wrestler blasting another on social media came when Seth Rollins took shots at Will Ospreay. He claimed that the New Japan Pro Wrestling star wasn't as good as Ricochet, while he took shots at him for being a little guy. The argument ended up going to the next level when Rollins decided to brag about how much money he earned in comparison to Ospreay, which was something people didn't like. However, the two have since buried the hatchet.